How to gain subscribers on OnlyFans without even having a following. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go over something that so many of my clients, when they reach out to me, and just people that reach out to me on Instagram, when they have questions about, please help me, how can I get subscribers to my page? I'm just starting out. So I'm going to be going over that in this video today. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe down below, or at least just give the video a thumbs up, as it absolutely helps the channel so I can continue to make as much content for you guys as possible. And if you need any help growing your OnlyFans, Fanvue, Fanvue business, reach out to me on Instagram. That link is always in the video description down below for your convenience, so you can pop right on over to my Instagram and let me help you grow your business. So let's get into it. Now, the number one thing that I am going to say, especially in the beginning, is hiring help. I understand that a lot of you are starting out, because you are in need of more money, right? You are looking for an additional stream of revenue and earnings in your life. So I understand that this might not be feasible for some of you, but there is a lot of you that already have another job and you are looking to transition out of that job into just more of a full-time online entrepreneur, excuse me. So this is an investment. It could be an upfront investment, but when you are starting from scratch, if you want to go and knock it out of the park from the beginning and start getting subscribers to your OnlyFans right away, then the best option for you is hiring someone like myself to do promotional services for you and get you guaranteed fans to your OnlyFans, Fanvue, or Fanvue business. So that is the number one way that so many of my clients are all newbies, and that is what they do in the beginning. It is a great Kickstarter to just really getting your business off the ground. And depending what type of promotional package you get, I also give one-to-one coaching services included in some of those packages. So that way you really know what to do and how to manage your business correctly to make the most return on your investment. Number two is a platform that you do not need a huge following to start converting people into paying subscribers on your OnlyFans, and that is Reddit. Now, I understand a lot of people kind of get confused with Reddit because it's not your traditional social media platform like Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, Twitter, and you just don't understand it. I honestly get that, but Reddit is where you will find a lot of paying subscribers. The number one thing that I have to say about Reddit, though, is that on Reddit, it is not a platform where you could just start posting like crazy and they will just let you do whatever you want on their platform. You have to make sure that you have an account that has what's called a karma, like your cake date, where it has a specific age on the account, and then also karma points, which is basically they reward you with points on how active you are being on the platform. But this is a kind of twofold situation, guys, where if you're doing too much on the platform, you will actually end up hurting yourself. So in the beginning, what I always say is start off light with just some light commenting, some light upvoting, and then you can work your momentum up on the platform. If you try to just do so much commenting and posting and everything else in one day, you will end up shadow banning yourself, because Reddit is very strict with just bots and scammers and spammers. So please keep that in mind. The second thing on this, as soon as you are done with this video, I want you to go open up a Reddit account. Even if you have not even started your OnlyFans business yet, even if you're not ready to start posting, it doesn't matter. Because of that cake day on Reddit, you want to start growing the age of your account as quickly as possible. So even if you're like, well, I still have to get like a lot of content this weekend and I don't know, I don't care. Biggest piece of advice I can give you, and it's the most helpful advice I can give you, is just go open up a Reddit account, verify your email, and you could just let it sit there until you're ready to start posting on the platform. Now, I do have an ultimate cheat sheet. You get it right off of Etsy. That link is in the video description down below. And I give over 50 different groups that you can post on Reddit. And that's extensive research that I've just done throughout the years. And it is a great budget-friendly bundle package so you can really learn how to promote yourself properly for OnlyFans. But regardless, you need to open up your Reddit account as soon as possible. Now, one other thing is the username on Reddit. You can never change it, guys. Okay. It's not like on Instagram or on Twitter where you could change your @ once you use a specific or choose a specific username on Reddit, you are basically stuck with that for the lifetime of your account. So you don't have to go crazy, thinking, oh God, what am I going to use? But use something that could be a little bit universal if you ever wanted to switch your niche or anything like that. Because again, the older accounts definitely are more prevalent. They definitely get a lot more priority on the platform. So you want to make sure that you just choose a username that is helpful. Your display name, you can always change on Reddit, but that username is what I wanted to really just mention. Now, I do have also a separate full video for Reddit on exactly what you should be doing. So I'm not going to go over that in this video, but Reddit is definitely the best way if you do not have a following, because they do not care on Reddit. If you have 5 followers, 1 follower, as soon as they see what they like, they will start interacting and they will go sub. Number 3 is dating apps. Dating apps, they do not care how many followers you have on Instagram or how many followers you have on TikTok. You are able to get yourself in front of a huge group of people without having to go crazy on social media. But there is 2 biggest pieces, or maybe 3 really big pieces of advice about dating apps. Number 1, you need to verify your identity. If you do not verify your identity, you will eventually get picked up for spam and you will get your page deleted. So I always say, make sure you are verifying your identity with a face, with a selfie. The second thing, I understand that everyone's on a budget. And again, you're starting out just, brand new on the OnlyFans platform and you don't have a lot to invest. But paying for a premium or a little bit higher of a subscription on these dating apps will help you because number 1, you can hide your location, and 2, you can end up opening up your search worldwide, which means you can get your profile in front of so many people all around the world, as opposed to maybe just a 50-mile radius from where you live. And especially if you are anonymous and for safety reasons, you really do not want your location on when you are using dating apps. Now, the third very biggest thing is that dating apps have gotten very smart in the sense of them realizing that people are using these apps to promote their businesses and themselves or pushing people to different platforms. So you have to be very discreet when you are promoting your OnlyFans because you do not want to get kicked off of the platform. So what I always recommend, especially like on Tinder, is a really great kind of example, I guess. On Tinder, where I normally put my stuff and where I tell my clients to put their stuff, instead of in the bio, because they will pick up your handle, they will realize that you are mentioning a handle in your bio. So what I do is in the occupation section, I will write, where it says occupation, and you could write whatever it is, like, self-employed or whatever. I will say, find me on Insta, right? And then underneath is where the title and all that other stuff, where I would then have my clients and myself put the handle. Now, I know this might be a little like, okay, really, you got to do all that, but it's really just to keep your account in good standing. This is your business. You should treat it as such. You should treat it as your baby. You want to be as cautious as possible because a lot of these platforms, once you get kicked off and you're banned, and I know from experience, unless you buy a new device with a new phone number, they will absolutely not let you go back and, reopen another account. And because dating apps are so great for pulling clients and getting subscribers to your OnlyFans without a following, then you definitely want to make sure that you are just being extra cautious. The same thing in the DMs on these dating apps. You don't want to be sending them to sending your OF link because you're going to end up being picked up. Everything on these apps are monitored. So even in the chats, you are still going to be super discreet about where you are, what you're mentioning in the DMs, but you're going to always be pushing them to your social media account that promotes your OnlyFans the most, okay? So if you promote your OnlyFans the most on Twitter, then that is where you are going to be sending them. If you promote your OnlyFans the most on Instagram, then that is where you are going to be sending them. So that way they realize that you have an OnlyFans and they want to go and see more. The last thing that I want to mention is your pictures. Now you have to kind of go on a line of, super sexy, but then too spicy. You always want to make sure that you are enticing them with really good content, but you still, again, want to make sure that you are going to be safe on the platform. So your first picture, I want it to be a super, super sexy selfie, okay? If you could, possibly, have like a low cut shirt, some type of whatever, so you can, you're showing off some assets, but just a beautiful picture of your face. So that way, at least that first picture isn't picked up as something a little too risque. Then the other pictures are going to be, just really cute outfits or bikini pictures, but your bikini pictures are going to be at a beach or at a pool. And I say this even for every social media platform. You're not going to post, a micro bikini on a bed on Instagram. That's where you're putting your account at risk. It's the same thing for these dating apps. You are going to put enticing pictures, but make it make sense, guys. Then after that, you are going to be making sure that you are interacting on the platform just once a day. You don't have to go crazy. Don't do too much either, where the platform, again, is picking you up as like spammy or scammy, but you absolutely should be swiping right on everyone all day long. So I hope this video was helpful. These are the top 3 ways for myself that you can gain subscribers without having any social media. Have someone do the work for you. Go on Reddit, because no one cares on Reddit when you are in these huge groups and communities, how many followers you have. Or go on to dating apps, because again, it has nothing to do with social media and you are blasted out to so many people around you. Thanks so much, guys. Again, reach out on Instagram if you need any of my services. My direct Instagram link is in the video description down below. Until next time.